Alright, hello and welcome to today's cast. I'm going to be casting map 3 of the series between Aurora and Heroic in their second matchup of IEM Dallas 2025. Winner of this series advances to the playoffs, loser is eliminated. Can Aurora keep their playoff streak alive, or will Heroic enter their first Tier 1 playoffs of this lineup so far? Let's see how this is played out. But also, I'm trying out a new mic today, so I might sound a bit different. Whether it's better or worse, it's what I'm trying to figure out. Thanks. Alright, so right now I have got my dog in my room, so if I just abruptly get up and pause for I don't know, 15 seconds or something, it's because I'm tending to that thing, so it's fine, it should be right, but she's asleep for the moment, but she probably won't be in a minute. Right, we see the bomb being left in small for the minute for Aurora on the T side, but Zantara is posted up in Palace trying to see what he can find at the moment. But this is a lot of info given for some players at the top of mid. He sees that there's no one there, so they can back down from looking there for a minute. But there's only a couple of places they could be. Imagine that makes his presence known at the top there. He's taking a lot of the distraction away at the moment. Is Tindy gonna be ready for this? They're pushing through the smoke. Some players are behind them. They haven't spotted him just yet. He's lurking behind. The trigger discipline on him. He's going for it. Just on the back. Taps Wicadia in the head, but Jota just manages to get away with his life. Does find the trade out for some pious, and right now it is an A site push for the guys with Aurora. So far, a couple of them in CT. You've also got Tanir over towards Khan. Tanir, Belarusian beast that we've seen so far. Can he stand up to the hype? Zantara is pushing him now with Jota, and he gets a double. It's Tanir and Woxic left. Tanir's already on for 3. He might as well get the 4th. Woxic will get the bomb planted down, so Tanir's got to push this. Woxic playing it safe. He doesn't want to give him anything. Just dancing around boxes for the minute. Shots exchanged, but nothing's tagging. Nothing's landing. Woxic getting pushed by Tanir. Can Tanir find it? If Tanir does, switches to the burst fire mode and actually finds the kill. You don't often see that in play, but he does switch to the burst fire mode of the Glock just to get that kill finished off. That is 4k for Tanir and a pistol round win for Heroic. We are going into a technical timeout for the minute, but still a beautiful round from Heroic. They get the peek off at mid first. They see that nobody's there, but Macho quickly goes back just to call it back. Refocus the attention back there. But nonetheless, Heroic, a couple of them topple on the A side, but it is not too much for Tanir to handle. And now a very long time out coming from Heroic. But nonetheless, should be going back into this in a minute. A second technical timeout cause. Brilliant. But so far, Heroic have actually done some incredible stuff in IEM Dallas so far. They've punched FaZe's ticket back home yesterday. There was Simple and Skull standing in. They denied the true return of the king as they push FaZe all the way to map 3 overtime, and the final rounds do actually find the series win over FaZe, which was an absolutely incredible match to watch. Pure cinema from both teams. Heroic did absolutely incredible against Tier 1. I mean, they recently beat Big in the grand final of the Mason Nomadic finals, I believe, if that's what you want to call it. They did incredible in that tournament, proving their worth in the kind of Tier 2, Tier 1.5 scene, and now pushing up, punching into the Tier 1 level, proving their worth at the minute. Only got to take down Aurora in this final map to secure their dreams of playoffs in Tier 1. Pushing through, Tanir gets flashed, but he's still good for 1. Pushing him now with Mac 10s, he does succumb, and the push onto the B site, Lindsay is just creeping around the smoke, trying to find Zantara as the last man alive for Aurora. That is a quick topple of the tower of Aurora, getting pushed by all angles, and X-Vlad will find him. That is 2-0 for the start for Heroic on this Mirage. 2 maps have already played so far. As I say, this is map 3. Heroic have won their map pick of Train 13-3. It was in really convincing fashion. Aurora just seemed to crumble at every turn. Heroic on the aggressive pushes, never backing down. But Aurora quick to take map 2. Dust 2 they picked. Won that 13-8, but now it's a matter of just this final map of the series. Who makes the playoffs? And at the moment, bomb is over towards A. It is just a deagle buy for Aurora and 0 utility. Wicadia with some presence in towards B apps, but just a distraction so that the rest of his team can flush out onto A. Youngstar's got a lot to work with here. Resmoke in Palace keeps Jota at bay for a minute. Youngstar, MP9, just on the border of Palace, on the balcony. They don't know it just yet, but surely at some point they're going to realise that everywhere else is completely clear. There's only one more place they could be, and Jota smoked off for a 3rd time. They're looking like they're getting ready for the push here. Madger already on the lurk over towards B. So far it's all on Youngstar. So many bodies due to come his way. Now getting some help with by xFloud. There's no utility here for Aurora, so this is going to be a pretty harsh push out if they want to get through this. Youngstar does find one of them, finds 2 of them, but gets shot in the back by Wicadia. Currently it's down to a 3v3. Madger and Con is going to be ready for it. He is, and the bomb will get planted. Woxic, some pious, getting him so weak, spamming through the boxes. The rest of Aurora is so weak, only 2 left. Wicadia and Woxic, what can they do together? They've got combined 30 HP. Only a couple of bullets from these M4s and rifles. Only a couple of bullets will do it. Some pious so quiet, creeping up to him. Woxic does find him, but his supporting Wicadia is taken out by Tenir, and Tenir will find 2 of them to secure them the round. Not exactly a gun round, but Aurora have gotten so incredibly close in that. Only investing in deagles for 3 of the players. But nonetheless, they get incredibly close to it. But Tenir, like I said, already putting up some numbers. And this is a solid economy for Heroic. With, I believe it was only 1 person dying in that previous round, in the second round with the force buy from Aurora. So at the moment, they've got some fat money growing. But nonetheless, AWPs come out for both sides. A question of Sunpies versus Woxic. Sunpies shows what he's made of. Smoke gets opened. Woxic doesn't actually land the shot, and Sunpies will get him instead. The battle of the AWPers over Mirage mid. A crucial place, a crucial pick that he could have gotten, but Woxic just can't hit the shot. And Sunpies so ready with it. And finds the opening kill. Tenir pushing out on short for the minute, does find one of them as well. It's now back down to a 3v5 for Aurora. Bomb's still left in their spawn though, they're going to have to get it at some point. They've still got a lot of time left, still got a lot of time to work this out. Wicadia will find Youngstar as well, and the mid push is good as well. But xFloud catching Wicadia with his utility out, he's not ready for it. But bomb's going to be taken up from T spawn, and it's rushing towards Sunpies for the minute. Sunpies has got an AWP, perfect gun for the job. He will find the first one. It's now Jota left in the 1v3 clutch. Sunpies with the AWP, so ready for it, and it just lines up perfectly. Jota right in the middle of Sunpies' crosshair. A beautiful shot. Sunpies so good with his positioning. He just makes these kills look so easy for him, so free. Like Aurora just handing it to him. Beautiful round from him. Finds the opening pick and still holds the B site valiantly against the final two survivors, the final 2 straddlers of Aurora. And Aurora going to take a timeout for that. Currently down 4-0. Not what you want to see from the people of Aurora. The core of this lineup as well, they've made 8 playoffs of the 8 events they've attended this year so far. It's an incredible streak. Absolutely amazing for them. But are they going to ruin it now? Is Heroic going to take their spot in the playoffs? When it goes to quarterfinals and Heroic just as hungry for it. Can Aurora take this back from them? Often called group stage merchants, showing us what they're made of. But the step up needs to happen. It is very much a staggered bye for Aurora. A Galil, Mac 10 and barely any utility to work with, and some pies with the AWP at mid. Gets blown open again, but can't find anyone this time. Bomb's still top mid though. Hasn't made its presence known yet. Imagine walks it, creeping up together. But at the moment, nobody's on B. Cross smoke at mid gives them a little bit more space. That's a chunky flash onto Xantares. But now I think Heroic believe A's clear, which is very much right for the minute. They're all focusing on mid. Xantares just an underpass. But for the minute, the shots were so close to him. So close to taking him out. And LNZ is working his way up apps, but they're walking into Tanir and they do come out successful. Youngstar spamming through the smoke, finds one of them and puts Jota incredibly weak. And Xantares with the jump up into window as well, giving Aurora more space to work with around the map and some pies. Can he find this? Jumps and just isn't able to find that. Xantares surely would have gotten that. I don't know how xFloud gets that. That is so lucky, but Wicadia at mid. Chasing down LNZ as the last player. Bomb gets planted. LNZ's got a lot to do. And a double headshot from Wicadia will put him out of the round. LNZ with the M4 A1S. He's trying to find some space. Trying to put some space between him and the Mac 10 so he has the better gunfight. But Wicadia's not allowing that. And that will put Aurora at 1 round on the board. And Heroic aren't happy with that. They want a timeout. Completely reset that. And Sunpires with the AWP and no Kevlar. Still uncontested. No AWP at mid for Woxic. He's more than happy with an AK for the minute. But Sunpires, underrated in my opinion. Heavily underrated. Absolutely incredible play. I'm surprised. I'm very glad actually that Falcons wasn't the end of his career and he did get picked up by this Heroic roster alongside the Sangol trio. And this is what you like to see from him. Getting the kills when he's needed. Being a pillar of consistency. Perhaps comparable to Device, as I've heard before on analyst desks. Which is completely fair. He doesn't go for the aggressive plays, but he always gets the kills when he's needed. Nonetheless, Aurora going into a default setup. Spread out across the map. Bomb and spawn. Ready for it to change. Ready for the plan to change and adapt. It's all quiet for the minute, but LNZ's pushed so far up into apps that the rest of Heroic are going B. They're going A, sorry. They're like, LNZ's got enough space there to work with. So surely the rest of Aurora are over at A, or at least planning to finish over at A. And that is exactly what they're doing. The bomb's being brought over. 4 players stacking this A site. Aurora have got a lot to do if they want to make their way on. Youngstar will find the first opener. Ramp is clear for the minute, but Woxic up on the top of there. Youngstar will just manage to get away with a rifle. Jota just gets away with his life as Youngstar pushes the balcony, but does find him eventually. But Aurora doing some more. LNZ on the flank. And that's Bomb. LNZ's got the bomb right in his hands. So quick on the flank. And Madra's now got to get this kill. Madra and Xantares doubling up. The experienced ones on the team. LNZ finds one. Can he find the second one? Xantares does get him, does trade him out. And it is Sunpies and xFloud left. Only 10 seconds. Xantares has got to run for this. Sunpies with the AWP. Surely. But Jota pushing up early does find the 2 of them. And that saves the round. 100% Xantares would have had such such little time to plant. He would have had to stuck it. But the swing there, as Aurora bled completely dry of util, has to swing it, has to save the round like that. And that will put them at 2 rounds, 4-2. That's a beautiful start for them. And that puts Heroic at a horrible state of their economy. Running dry on USPSs. So we're going to go for a bit of a default setup, see what they're going to see what Aurora can hand them. I'm not going to put any gambles on it. They are pushing up mid quite early, pushing up catwalk. Matches horribly low. Sunpire surely gets this. Yes, he does, and he gets the AK retrieved as well. Zantares on the underpass, spamming through. There's people everywhere. He doesn't know where to shoot. Does find 2 eventually. But Sunpire's with the AK. He's got a lot to do. He can find 3 of them. But Jota does put an end to his reign of terror. Sunpire's with 3 and a recovered AK, but he just loses it out. Still 3 kills. Gives him just enough for an AWP this round. AWP versus Woxic. We saw what happened last time when the AWPs collided. Is Sunpire's going to remain victorious again, or is the more experienced Woxic going to take that battle? Going to win the war? And Heroic having a bit of an issue trying to get through vent there. Stacking up together, not finding it, but Sunpire's is holding B valiantly. He's not going to hold mid as he gets smoked off by the pull by Aurora. But mid control so being taken back by Aurora. But the question is, are they going to finish off at B? Are they going to finish off at A? Sorry, they've already got people posted up towards ramp. And Xfloud gets seen through the smoke by Zantares, but still manages to find the kill. Zantares maybe not even... I'm surprised he doesn't find that. LNZ lurking underneath. Xfloud, the balls on this guy. Just peeking up on stairs like that and finding another kill already. 5v3. Heroic in a way better scenario, and LNZ on the lurk under Palace gives the security of the kill. Madge at 12 HP at mid and Woxic with an AWP and the bomb. He's got a lot to do if these two want to find their way into winning this round, but there's 30 seconds left. It's going to look like it's going to be a save for both of them. Woxic trying to just save his AWP for the next round. The economy dwindles. Unless he's going to make a desperate dash over to B. But by the looks of it, he's just going to try and pair up with Madja for the security of saving these guns into the next round. And yes, that is going to be a 5th round for Heroic. Xcloud with the triple kill just completely punishes Aurora. Absolute beauty of the balls on this man to peek absolutely every single place he can. Give him the space, give him the control, and he's got the mechanical skill to back himself up. This man, what can't he do? This Heroic roster, definitely a breakout in the scene recently, as all of Heroic gets pinched by Falcons, replacing Sunpires. But now the rebuild's looking stronger and better. This is very much a difficult buy for Aurora. Little utility and some guns to go along with it. Some rifles, but it's hard. If Heroic just try to run the utility dry, it's not going to be a very nice round for them. You know, we often see Aurora with the less heavily strategical tactics and the more just brute force nature of their gameplay. Is that going to be what's their downfall, or is it going to win them the rounds? And Woxic will find the opening as well. That does give him a well, but Tanir on the boost up does find the trade back to an equalised scoreline, but the push onto A is beautiful. Both of the A holders are completely demolished by Aurora. Just rounds over as quick as that. Some pilots in Tenier just want to save their guns for the next round. Don't fancy the look of a possible retake onto A, but still just crumbles to the ground like that. And yeah, just as I was saying, their mechanical skill is what gives them a lot of these rounds. It's exactly what they need. Quickly, Aurora making a comeback from the 4-0 down to the 5-4 scoreline. That was on very much a force buy with not a whole lot of money to work with there. With the 2 saved guns and trying to get through with some Galils and very little utility, that will push Heroic into taking a second time out. Wait, no, my bad. That's Aurora taking a second time out already. That was a bit premature, but nonetheless, if he wins them this final map and push them into the playoffs, pushes them exactly where they want to be, then by all means, take it, Madger. On the Heroic side, though, we hear a lot of this talk about Saw being such a brilliant coach, always having a keen eye for talent. We don't often talk about Faber on Aurora's side coach. We don't often talk about him. You know, if Aurora are considered to be a less tactical team, what does he bring into the equation? Does he just bring the moral support? Does he bring the tactics as well? But coach versus coach, I would have my money on Saw being a much more qualified man for the job. But if Aurora can push themselves over the line into the playoffs, then nonetheless, who am I to criticise? Bid control's been taken for the minute. Heroic aren't contesting, but Tenier on catwalk is always a threat. Once again, we see the setup of 3 over towards mid and 2 over towards A, looking to finish there once more. And a lot of the utility from Heroic has run completely dry. 2 flashes and 2 smokes left. Make that 1 smoke now. Jota finds the opening. Surely they know it's A now. Pushing up, jiggle peeking, just trying to find the timing. Jota with the molly for under Palace, going to clear that too. And X-Cloud's got a lot on his plate to deny con push. Jota will find a second one as well, but X-Cloud, just as Antares can see his shoulder, he just gets a quick peek on that, and Jota's pushing like a madman. 3 already, and LNZ can't do anything over towards B. Jota 100% a good addition to the roster. We talk about the mechanical skill, it is definitely there for this man. Swing everything. Push everything. Win everything. But the boys of Aurora, they're going hunting. They want to find this last rifle. Not even that important of a rifle of Famos as well. It would just be the hero rifle into the next one. The nade comes through. He knows where to look, but he's completely blind. Wicadia does push him and does find him. And that is 5 alive for Aurora, I believe. 5 alive for Aurora and 5 dead for Heroic. And this pushes Heroic into another timeout. 5-5 scoreline, completely equalised. It's looking to be a fair game so far. You see the aggression from people like Tenier and Youngstar, but you also see the counter-aggression from Xantares and Wicadia on Aurora's side. I feel like we don't talk enough about Wicadia though. Wicadia is very much a pillar of consistency on this team too. You always see him doing well. You see him going for these pushes and he always finds them. So good with the rifle, so good with playing his role in this team. Maybe deserves some more recognition in my opinion. perhaps on par with Zantares, just plays different areas of the map. And it's down to a pistol buy for Heroic. Single smoke on them. Maybe going for a bit more of an aggressive setup. Oh, and Tanir loves this place on catwalk, on short B. Loves holding this hard angle, this raised angle. And X-Floud. Is he going to be spotted by Zantares? I think he is. You can see his feet, yeah. Nice if he doesn't clear it, but perhaps he's ready for it. And surely he now knows that they're on a pistol round. Tanir has time to even line up the shot. Magic's just not even ready for it. But Zantares surely pushes this now. Sunpice pressured a lot on A as well. He's only got a pistol. Wicadia flying headshot. Jesus. And he can find that. You know, it's fair enough. It's fair enough. But still. Big balls on Wicadia. And he's just on the other side of the smoke, hiding away for the minute. Tanir has no intention of going to try this retake. 4 alive for Aurora so far. This is a hefty round, a lot to save. And Zantares sees the short push, sees the elevated peak. LNZ, Jota doesn't clear him. Wicadia knew where he was, but Jota just perhaps traded out a bit. But nonetheless, win the round, and this is the final round of this half, and Aurora have got enough money to buy a lot of AWPs if they wanted to. Buy full rifles, full utility, full armor. And Woxic with the AWP. Sunpice with naught. I like this movement from Tanir. He's taking the aggressive plays. Perhaps not used very often, but if you've got the backup to work with, then sure, the jump from window to short is a very, very strong one. And they're on the other side of the smoke. They're holding it off. X-Foul will find one, spam through the smoke and finds a second one. That is already an advantage for Heroic. They're now pushing B. Josh is already onto the site, but the nades come through and find him. And Youngstar pushes once again on the stairs to find Wicadia. Woxic left alone with the AWP, and Youngstar will peek once more to find a third and the round for Heroic. This is an all tied up scoreline at the half. This is beautiful work from both sides of this in this decider match of who goes to the playoffs. Both of these teams are putting up a heck of a performance. A beautiful performance from both of them. Absolutely incredible stuff. They just love to peek everything. The aggressive nature of these players doing a whole lot. And very much maybe catching Aurora off guard. They're not always ready for this. But now Aurora on the CT side with only a flash as the only piece of the utility. But look at the setup. All of Heroic are on A, just ready to explode when the utility comes through. LNZ throwing it all out. The utility comes round. Wicadia not burning just yet, but now he is. And Woxic will find the first one down ramp, running onto the site, diving through, and Aurora just getting all of the kills. This is a rough place for them to be in, and Woxic spam through the box with the headshot and with the Glock. There's a horrible one. Jota with the Julies finds another one. X-Floud in the 1v3. He's got full health and the bomb in his hands, but don't feel like this is a very winnable clutch for him. Madra on the flank of Palace already. Got to make a decision. If he were to go B now, this would be a good one. If he peeks Woxic though, Woxic's crazy weak. And Jota not holding his back. You can find the burst one. And I like to see the Glock burst again. See it once more. Saw it with Tanir in the 4K of the first round of this game. Of this map, sorry. Now we see it again to find the kill onto Woxic. Crazy weak, only needed one of the shots to land and one he will find, but he just can't turn around in time to find Jota. And now there are 2 Deagles being bought for Heroic, and that is it. Aurora going in with the full buy against the pistol buy of Heroic, and Jota double headshot onto Youngstar. That's a nice start. A nice start, but Antares wanting to push up towards mid. We'll find the first one. Arcadia holding his back for him. And the rifles, what can they do against these pistols? The last three of them queued up at top mid. Ready to be taken out by the firing squad of Aurora. Pushing out now for Woxic with the MP9, holding them back for a minute. And that is Woxic taken out too. Some pies with the deagle shot. Beautiful onto him. Maybe he keeps Aurora at bay for the minute, but Santares wants it so badly. Just being called away. Being pushed back, but he does see the body of one of them. The arm poking out from top mid. Arcadia and Santares combined a lethal combo, taking out the rest of Heroic to find the pistol and conversion round in this half. But now we get into the first full buy round. What can we see that will happen from here? Still only MP9s on Jota and Maja with a Famous on Arcadia, but the full rifles, full AK-47s of Heroic going up again. It's looking to be an ace bit. If Jota wants to push this, perfect flash. Can find one of them, but Tanir will get the two to save him back. The com push as well. Smoked off for a minute. Pushing through it. Antares doesn't even believe this. Just he turns around. He does get taken out. And this is a clear A site for the minute. Wicadia. He's going to push through this. LNZ, is he going to be ready for the peek in the corner? Not holding it. Is he going to be ready for the swing? No, he's not. Wicadia will find the first one. And they line up for Wicadia as well. He'll find the first one and put some crazy damage onto Youngstar, for which Magic can clean up, and Tanir dancing around the smoke, trying to find the 1v1 duels. Two people surrounding him. Can he find the single ones? Magic in the smoke. He's just holding the defuse. Tanir doesn't know where he is, and Magic's got a kit as well. Magic will find the defuse, and he will find the kill onto Tanir. Tanir, maybe just thinking he wouldn't stick that, wouldn't believe the balls on Maja. But nonetheless, losing the round from there and losing a rifle. But Heroic goes straight back into the buy of this. It's nice to see the experience from Maja shining through. I believe he's one of the second oldest people in the scene at the moment. Of course, the first is Carrigan, but I think it's quickly followed up by Maja, also 34. And the experience is helping him at the minute. Woxic desperately wants to peek. Wants to blow open the smoke and peek mid. See what he can get. It's only Galils and AKs though for Heroic, and not a whole lot of utility to work with. Santara is holding Con for the minute. Superstar spot, and the superstar he is. It's all quiet at the moment. The nade perfectly lands into Tanir's lap. Crazy weak at the minute, and Incendiary will flush him out. But the bomb's going over towards the apps at the moment. And there is only Maja here holding it, and he's not even holding a deep angle. He's taking it very much reserved, ready to give the space away. But Wicadia on short, holding strong, finds the first peak. And now they're all pushing up onto B. Wicadia does get pushed from all angles, and Maja maybe should be holding a deeper angle there. They will find one. They'll just leave Youngstar left alone for the 1v3. 1v2 now. What can he do? How many kills can they give him? But Woxic with the AWP. Quick to take him back. And another round for Aurora. Although scary there, I feel like Maja should have been holding a deeper angle, or else Wicadia kind of just gets baited and traded away for free. But nonetheless, the silence on B nets Aurora the round. And this is pretty poor buy for Heroic. Just hoping they can buy in the next round. Or I say hoping, that's exactly what they want to do. 4 Tech 9s. 5 Tech 9s as the AK gets refunded for Tanir. and they're all queuing up in A ramp. No mid presence, no B presence, but 5 bodies on A. And a couple of pieces of utility coming through. If they brute force everyone to the site, it will work. And Woxic missed shot, and Jota with some more misses. Doesn't find it, but Xantares pushing through the, spamming through the smoke, doesn't find it, but is ready for X-Cloud. Tanir on the close though. Xantares blind, can't find it. And Heroic have got the plant. Heroic have only got pistols, and they've managed to get the plant as well. But Acadia, strong with the AWP, finds the first one. And Maja has his back. It's only Tanir and LNZ left. Tanir is so weak. So incredibly weak. Got a lot to work with, just pushing through the smoke. Is held by Maja. But LNZ versus Maja into the 1v1. IGL versus IGL. Maja, is he going to stick it once more? Yes, he is. And LNZ is ready for it. He will find the head of Maja on this eco buy. Brilliant from him. The clash of the IGLs. And of course, Maja has to hold the bomb twice in a row in these scenarios. In these clutches in the smoke. Hiding away, but Heroic learn from their mistakes and take the kill. And now Aurora have got a horrible force buy to work with. Pistols and AWP, M4 and MP9. That is not what you want to be seeing. Woxic sees an aid, backs away for the minute. Bombs at top mid for the moment. A lot of places they can be. But it looks like Aurora gambling, putting all their bets on B. Putting it all on red. And leaving Woxic alone with the AWP on A. Has got a bit of utility, but that's the last smoke he's got. Trying to fake out some more presence than there actually is. But Heroic look with intent to go over towards A. Holding Woxic for the minute. If they can take down Woxic, some pies can get this. That's an open A site now. Heroic don't know this, but Aurora 100% do. Aren't ready for the retake. Definitely sticking their ground and aren't going to re-go for this. It's a clear A site. There's nobody here. Nobody home. Bomb will get planted. The question is, do Aurora move? Do Aurora go for the retake? Do they set up for some exit kills? Do they set up just to keep the few guns they have? And Heroic look like they want to push this a little bit more. Want to find out where they're hiding away. That kill from some pious. They know where they are. Just so they want to push a stacked B site. They don't know what guns they have. They've heard the AWP, they've heard the rifles, but they don't know that Xantares got a pistol they can take in kitchen. But nonetheless, that is another round for Heroic. 10-8 scoreline on their T side. Still a beautiful game. So aggressive with their plays, so confident with their pushes, and so convincing with their rounds. And Aurora just trying to keep the guns they have from the previous round and use those into these next ones. Literally nothing bought for Aurora. Whereas a full buy on the other side for Heroic. Not what you want to be going up against. And so far, full attention is on mid. Jota with the only rifle. The only real chance of stopping a push, and looks like they're going his way. Heroic about to dump some utility out. And that's a missed molly, I think, from Jota. Not from Jota, from Tanir into the Palace, and now all eyes are on Palace. Smokes have come up though. Jota trying to spam through with the rifle, but some pies will punish. And now bomb site has been completely locked down. And Tanir spamming through the smoke will find Woxic. 2v5. Aurora probably don't like their chances at the moment. Xantares looking to see if he can get an exit kill, get a flank going. Whilst Maja holds his gun firmly in his hand. But Sunpire's creeping up with the AWP. And Xantares does find that as well. Trying to recover that AWP if he can. But that molly, that is a crazy lineup for a molly. That is a very niche lineup at that. Whether it be a lineup or just a commonly thrown one that they'd use. Nonetheless, does prevent Xantares from getting any more than one exit kill. But still, the AWP is saved, and Heroic get another one. 10-9 scoreline. It's getting awfully close in this map 3. Will we see an overtime? Will we see a team battle it out and take the map? Sunpire's early push with the AWP does get denied by the molly and has to result to giving up the A ramp. Youngstar staying here though. Not going to allow any pushes to come through. And it goes all quiet across the map for the minute. Sunpire's pushing up with the AWP again. He's so confident with these. Wakadia must be able to hear to near. Sunpire's finally gets a bit of damage. Licked onto him. Where do they want to go? Do they want to go over towards A or run into the crosshair of Wakadia? And Wakadia it is. X-Foul does die to him. And Wakadia aggressive. He's going for the push. Is Sunpire's going to be ready for this? Sunpire's is not. And that is the bomb over at mid. They have got the bomb in their possession. So far, the Heroic defenses, the Heroic push is scattered. And it's only LNZ left after all that. 5 alive for Aurora. Wakadia does get a third. He's not able to get a third, but he does do all the heavy lifting in this round. 1v5, is LNZ going to be able to get this? A flank from Madra as well. Is he going to be ready? Madra crosshair not in the right place just yet. Is in the right place at the end, but LNZ still finds it. And this looks slightly more believable now. 1v5. Oh, but look at the time. There's no time left. LNZ can get all the kills he wants, but the round is unwinnable. Woxic on the flank. Surely he falls to this. LNZ taking a lot to the grave with him. But nonetheless, a round 1 for Aurora. And Heroic going to see that, going to take their final tactical timeout. Still got some money to spare. This is going to be still a full investment into the round. Not wanting Aurora to get to match point before them. Aurora win this next round on the little money they have. Then we'll have to see another playoff run for them. Aurora, the group stage merchants, showing us why they've been given that name. And such beautiful gameplay from both sides. Absolutely incredible. Two aggressive teams going head to head. Who comes out on top? Heroic got to pull out a good strat in these final rounds. Turn the tide in their favour. This is the round that matters if they want to get this comeback going. And once again, we see 3 stacked towards mid, pushing up on catwalk. They've got the utility to smoke Xantares off. And the smoke, perfect. Wakadia now getting run down, but Xantares spamming through. Is he going to get any more? Now it's only Madra left on the B site. He's got to get a couple here, but he does get taken out by Tanir at the long range headshot. Now Xantares makes a quick rotation over towards Market. How many can he find? Can Heroic shut him out? Shut him out of the round. The flash holds him at bay for another second longer. Heroic get the plant. But now it's all in the hands of Aurora. Can they make this retake happen? 2 in Market, 1 in mid. And Youngstar's been boosted up. Xantares peeking into that like an absolute demon. Actually ready for Youngstar. And Tanir falls 2. It's only LNZ left in the B apps. Finds 1, but he needs 2 more to keep him in the round. Can find the first one, but just can't get the second one. Xantares so ready for all of these kills. Peeking into this incredibly well. There's a reason they call it the Xantares peak, and it's because of this absolute demon of a Turkish player. finally finding match point. And Heroic on a pretty poor amount of money, not able to get that full investment into utility. Aurora as well, finding the struggles with an MP9 cameras. On this final one, Sunpies with the AWP. Is he going to peek out long? He is going to find Woktik, the crucial opening kill for their re-entry into this map. The bombs on A ramp. And Aurora look like they're going to push this. They look like they're going to go for some information here. Go some information, all the kills. The flash is perfect, but xFloud does take out Jossa. Does find the trade, and Xantares all to do. Getting surrounded. Beautiful flick onto Tanir. Another one with a Youngstar. This man is incredible. Going straight through. The lineup comes through for Wicadia. And now it's Sunpies versus Xantares in the 1v1. AWP versus AK. What can he find? Xantares has the AWP. Has the bomb at his feet though. He can really set up this bomb site. He can set it up perfectly for himself. Sunpies all to do to keep them in the map. To keep them in IEM Dallas. Is Xantares going to be able to punch their ticket home? Or is Sunpies going to come out victorious? Xantares lurking over towards Palace. Doesn't need to make his presence known. Such a powerful position. And Sunpies, he didn't see him. He didn't see him from the... Didn't see his shoulder from Palace. Xantares, the balls to push out. He finds him. Sunpies only manages to hit the leg shot. If only a little bit higher, he would have kept in this event. But Xantares pushes Aurora over the line, and Aurora make another set of playoffs. Alright, that's a beautiful game from both teams. Aurora managing to keep their streak alive of playoff runs, and Heroic sadly sent home at the final hurdle. Close game between them, but eventually revenge for Aurora after losing their previous matchup together against Heroic. Nonetheless, beautiful game from both teams in this IEM Dallas 2025. Thank you for watching the cast. Feel free to give me any feedback, as I'm always trying to improve my casting. Thank you very much. Bye.